So it's Gordon Bryan here with another one of my election videos. And what I thought I'd do with this video, we're over halfway into the general election campaign. The election day itself is less than 2 weeks away. So what I thought I'd do is repeat my manifesto. And when I say manifesto and such, it's basically the platform that I'm standing on. Now, a lot of independent MPs have single-issue manifestos, maybe the local A&E at the hospital, or speed bumps, or some other single issue, something like that. But I'm actually running on a general platform, and it's a platform about how you think democracy should work and how you think your MP should represent you. I think that an MP is there to represent the constituents' views in Parliament. I think that's his job. But I don't think a party MP can do that because they're obliged to follow the party line. Now, that's something that's been exemplified as good as any by the current MP here, which is Labour's Paul Clark. Now, he's been an MP since 1997, and in that time, he has voted in the Commons with the Labour Party over 99% of the time. Now, that's not my opinion or a guess. That's a matter of public recorded fact, that Paul Clark has voted with Labour over 99% of the time in Parliament since 1997. But here's the thing. In the 2005 election in Gillingham, Labour only got 41% of the vote. And that means that 59% of the vote voted against Labour. So we'll call those figures 40 and 60 because they're a bit easier to absorb like that. 40% of the people voted for Paul Clark and for Labour. 60% of the people voted against Paul Clark and against Labour. So then the question needs to be asked, how well is he actually representing the constituents' views? If you then remember that he's voted over 99% of the time with Labour since 1997. The answer, as far as I'm concerned, is he's not representing the constituents' views very well at all. And I think his voting record shows that if you said to him, we as a constituency want you to vote against Labour because we don't agree, his answer would be a flat out no. He would just ignore you and carry on voting with Labour. I don't think he's an MP who actually wants to represent the constituency's views. So what I offer is that on every vote on legislation for the next 4 or 5 years, however long the Parliament is, but for the whole session, on every vote on legislation, I would cast my MP vote how the constituency tells me to vote. Now what that means is that the decision wouldn't be made by me, decision won't be made by any party leadership, it would actually be the constituency that decides. And I think that's genuine representation of the constituency in Parliament. If the constituency told me to vote for a law, I would. If they wanted me to vote against the law, I would. It wouldn't be my decision at all. I would just be the representative. I think that's great democracy, great representation, and that's what an MP is there to do. So that's my platform reiterated, that chance so you can make your decision not just once every 4 years or 5 years, but the whole time on every legislation for 4 or 5 years. So there we are. That's what I'm standing for as an independent MP candidate. And hopefully, if you agree, then do vote for it because every vote does make a difference. Independent MPs have been elected before and can be elected again. So put a cross next to my name on May the 6th. Okay, there we are. That's the end of that video, and I'll see you on the next one.